We are live on MLB Network as we come at you this. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Texas Rangers.
And now a chance to meet the Mets. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard. So here's how the Rangers are positioned defensively. And one of the main pieces on this team today is the guy playing shortstop. A ton of range, the ability to go in the hole, set that back foot with a strong arm over the first base. And I know it's going to upset the second baseman and the third baseman, but at the end of the day, the shortstop.
Batting third, right fielder, Nick Bird.
First offering on its way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Bird, the former Yankee, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Hey, that two-seam fastball is going to be the be-all, end-all of this game right here. Who's going to execute? Is the pitcher going to be able to keep going to that well?
Meanwhile, now this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
Man, it looked like the pitcher was trying to get him to go fishing at a pitch out of the strike zone. He went for it all right, but he managed to catch all of that baseball, lacing it for a double in the outfield. That's a great piece of hitting.
Batting fourth, first baseman.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Hey, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows are those two out, runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Boy, D-Row, you touched on it right there. I think as a pitcher, you try to get through that first inning and not have to show all of your pitches and empty out the bucket. That two-out double right now, he's going to have to buckle down to try to keep this game scoreless.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And that one is gone on a two-strike count with two away in the inning. So it's a two-run shot to right center, his second home run of the series, as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
As a hitter, that feels so good. The previous pitch ran in on him, trying to get him off the plate. But the next pitch, he mashes it out of here. Goes to show you can't intimidate him.
Batting fourth, second baseman, Willie Calhoun.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Moving under it, Bird. And that ends the inning. One left for Texas. They trail it here 2-0. Next for the Mets, Mick Bird. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Nope.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
And he fouls this one off. Hidalgo at second, Montoya at first with no outs. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled off.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Three-two pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Ready to take his hacks again, Garrett Hoffman, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat. He
high and deep to left center field. Castro ranging back to the track, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. And he's in there safely, as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Yeah, he squares this thing up beautifully and blasted through the gap all the way to the wall. Then the only question that remained was whether 2 or 3 runs were going to score. They held the runner at third, but that's a timely 2-run double.
Now batting, shortstop, Zachary Zoraba.
High and deep to right. Marquez going back on it. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And now they'll get him at third base, trying to move up. Striding into the box, Mick Bird.
Mick Bird.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Counts 1-0.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they get them both. Stepping in, Gustavo Marquez. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Gustavo Marquez.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Bird is after it, and that retires the side. Now to the plate, Mick Bird. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. drilled to the right side. And that is through into right field for a single. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Garrett Hoffman. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. The 1-1 home is in there for the second strike. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Now at the plate, Zachary Rorabaugh. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Rorabaugh.
Hit hard on the ground to short. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Into the box now, Otis Bradley. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Bird on second. Rorabaugh is over at first with 1 away. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. Two and two to the Mets catcher. Here's another 2-2. Great changeup there in the dirt for the third strike. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
Pretty standard pitch sequence right there. Just how you draw it up in a perfect world. Jump ahead 0-2, and then you toss a changeup in the dirt to get him to chase for a strikeout on 3 pitches. If only it were always that easy.
Wesley McClung.
And it's fouled away. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Again, he sends it out of play. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Rangers lead this one 14-5. Ready now, Mick Bird. He singled his last time up.
Mick Bird.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. The 1-1 home is a fastball that misses. Now the 2-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Marquez has it in his tracks. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, they showed a lot of grit to get the win here. They trailed by 4 runs, but never panicked. They just set about doing the little things that would get them back into it. And the next thing you know, they're celebrating a well-earned victory.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. Fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
14-5, the final totals in this one. Texas have evened up this World Series at 2 games apiece. Jarrett Ricks pitches well enough to get the W. Robbie Martinez was absolutely hammered to the tune of 10 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been